Hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce you with the topic of NAT. NAT is basically network address translation, and a network address translation is a method of remapping one IP address space into another by modifying network address information in the IP header of packets while they are in transit across traffic routing device, for example a router. And this is the figure. In the figure you can see there is a router which basically provides the net services, and this is the thing where the IP address also plays its role because NAT is used to map the IP address. And in order to analyze NAT, we are using a software called Wireshark, which is basically a tool for observing messages exchanged between executing protocol entities. You can tell it a packet sniffer. Here in the assignment we are having this scenario in which will capture the packets from a request made by a client in a home network to the Google server. Within the home network there is a router which provides the net services. Here we will be dealing with two files, the one at the user end called net homesite file, and we are also interested uh, on the packets being sent by the net router over the ISP network. So we have another file called net ISP side file. So let's just move on to questions now. The first question says what is the IP address of the client, and the IP address of the client is 192.168.1.100. And the second question, the client actually communicates with several Google servers in order to implement safe browsing, but we need to find the Google server that will serve up the main Google web page, which is the IP address of this. So in order to find the frames which are sent to this Google server, we need to just copy this expression and just paste it in the filter field, and here it is. So this is the request and the second one is the response. For the first HTTP GET, the source IP is this and the destination IP is this. Similarly, the source port number is this and the destination port number is this. Next question, we have to find the source and the destination IP of the response also, and what time at that response was coming. So the time at which the response came from the server to the client was 7.158.797, and the source IP address is this and the destination IP address is this. Similarly, the source port number is this and the destination port number is this. In the next question, we need to find the source IP address, destination IP address, and the port numbers for the sync and the echo messages. Now, what happens here is that before sending the packets from client to server, we first need to establish a connection, which is done using a three-way handshake. So in order to capture those things, we need to first remove the expression in the filter field, and here we can get a sync and echo message. For the sync message, the source IP is this, the destination IP is this. Similarly, the source port number is this and the destination port number is this. The time for sync message is 7.075675. The echo message is sent by the server to the client, and it was received at the time 7.108.986, and it has the source IP address of this and the destination IP address of this. Similarly, the source port number is this and the destination port number is this. Now we are on the net ISP side trace file, and we need to find the HTTP GET message that was sent from the client to the Google server at the time specified. Now this is the same time that was specified in the home file as well, so we have to find the GET message at this particular time in the ISP side file. So in order to find it, we just need to paste the previous expression that we copied, and yeah, here we can get the same HTTP GET message, and it was at the time 6.069168, and the source IP address is this. Similarly, the destination IP address is this and the source port number is this, and similarly the destination port number is this. Now when you will compare the answer of question 3 and this question 6, you will find that only the source IP address has changed. This is because of the net. Here we need to find which are the fields that are changed in the HTTP GET of both the home side file and the server side file. So this is the GET message of the ISP side. As you can see here, the version remains the same, the header length remains the same, and the flags remains the same, but only thing is the checksum is different. I can show you it in the home side file. So yeah, the header version remains the same, the header length remains the same, the flags remains the same, but the checksum is different. You can see it here, it is different. So yeah, the checksum only changes, and the reason behind that is that since the IP address has changed, checksum must also change because it is dependent on the IP address. We need to find the IP IP addresses and port numbers of the 200 OK message that was received on the NAT ISP side. So this is the response that we have received, and the time is this, and the source IP address is this, the destination IP address is this, similarly the source port number is this, and the destination port number is this. Now here, when you will compare this with the answer of question 4, you will find that only the destination IP address has changed. Due to the NAT, both the source and the destination IP addresses changes in both the questions. Now we need to find the source IP addresses and port numbers of the sync and ECK messages that are used in order to establish a connection. So we just remove this particular expression so that we can get sync and ECK messages. Now in order to send the packets from client to server, we first need to establish a connection, and it is established through using a method called three-way handshake. It includes three messages: sync, ECK, and ECK. Now the sync message has been sent at this particular time interval, and it has the source IP address of this and destination IP address of this. Similarly, the source port number is this and destination port number is this. But for the ECK message, which was sent from the server to the client, has the time this 6.06775, and it has the source IP address of this and destination IP address of this. Similarly, it has the source port number of this and destination port number of this. Now when you will compare your answer with the question 5, you will find that for the sync message, only source IP address has changed, and for the ECK message, only destination IP address has changed. But the port numbers in both the cases are unchanged, and this is due to the NAT.